the object of the game.
Today we're covering Thurn Taxis. Thurn Taxis is a 2 to 4 player game that plays in about 60 minutes, created by Andreas and Karen Seyfarth in 2006.
Today you'd send a text message. Not too long ago you'd send an email. Even further back, you'd send snail mail. But there once was a time where you couldn't even do that. In Thurn Taxis, you play the role of a family looking to change the future of communication by establishing the mail system in Germany.
The object of the game is to win.
You win by collecting the most victory points. Victory points come in various ways. Closing a route with 5 or more cities, by establishing an office in each city in a region, by establishing an office in one city in all provinces except for the large central region, or by upgrading your carriage. Finally, at the end of the game, you'll lose 1 victory point for each office you haven't placed that's still in your supply.
The end of the game is triggered when a player either upgrades to their largest rank 7 carriage or places their final office. Play continues until all players have had the same number of turns. This means that the player to the right of the starting player will always have the final move.
During your turn, you'll draw a city card into your hand. You must play a city card on either end of your route. Finally, you may close and score your route if you have at least 3 cities in it.
You may also select one official to assist you in your turn. We'll talk about their various powers along with the actions they aid.
Selecting a card involves taking one of the face-up cards or the top card of the draw deck. If you take a face-up card, immediately replace it. The postmaster and the administrator can help you during your draw. The postmaster allows you to draw 2 cards, like so. If your hand is empty, you are forced to accept his help, and he will be your official for the turn. The administrator allows you to reset the face-up city cards before you draw. Discard the current 6 and draw replacements. You may not do this after you draw. No cleaning the slate, just to annoy the other players.
When you play a city card, it is added to the route in front of you. If you haven't started a route, this is easy. Any city will do. For instance, Zurich. As your route grows, your choices become more limited. New cities must be connected to either end of your route via a road. So in this case, Kempten, Sigmaringen, Freiburg, and Basel would all be valid plays. Your route cannot branch or double back. It must form a single curvy line until you choose to score it. I'll add Sigmaringen to this route, which follows this road here. On my next turn, I have an interesting choice. My hand consists of Freiburg and Ulm. Freiburg has roads connecting to either end, here and here. If I choose to connect it up on the Sigmaringen side, then, using this road, I have cut myself off from Ulm. It branches out of the middle of the road. However, if I play Freiburg auf Zurich, then Sigmaringen is still a valid endpoint, and Ulm can be played on a future turn. Pressing your luck is dangerous. If you find yourself unable to add to your route, you have to discard it and play a fresh city. In this case, luck is against me. I got nothing from the 6, drew a face down card, and ended up with Linz, which is on the other end of the board. These cards go away and get me nothing. The postal carrier can help you with placement. He allows you to play 2 cities in one turn. This means he can help me recover from my previous disaster by playing both Budweis and Linz, since they're connected.
Once you have at least 3 cities, you may choose to score your route at the end of your turn. Continuing from our example, where we had Budweis and Linz, I've been able to add Passau and München, for a total of 4 cities. Scoring involves placing offices on the cities represented in your route. You may either select all cities of one province, in this case Budweis, or Linz, or Passau and München, or one city in each colored province, which would be Budweis and Linz, and Passau or München. We'll choose München. Note you can only place one of your offices in any given city, so you'll never have two of your offices in München, for instance. If the number of cities in your route when you score it is at least equal to the number of the next higher carriage card, then you upgrade your carriage. The carriage values are 3 to 7. Your first route will always get you the 3 carriage, since you had to close 3 cities. You may not skip a carriage number even if your route has additional cities. For instance, this route had 4. I can't jump to the 4 carriage unless I already had the 3. At the end of the game, you will score the victory points shown on your highest numbered carriage. Carriages are upgraded, not added. This means you could score from 2 to 10 points for your carriage. The Cartwright can help you get that next carriage. You need 2 fewer cities in your route to qualify for this upgrade. If, for instance, I already had the 5 carriage, and then I just closed this 4 city route, using the Cartwright, I could upgrade to the 6 carriage.
Additionally, you must discard down to 3 cards in your hand.
Across the board are stacks of victory point tiles. These will be worth their face value at the end of the game. As tiles are taken, the value decreases by 1 each time. So getting to them first will ensure you the most points. Once you take a tile, place it face down near you so that other players cannot verify your score. The first type of tiles, down here, are awarded when you score a route of at least 5 cities. There are stacks for 5, 6, and 7. If one of these stacks has been fully depleted, and you score a route of the appropriate size, you may take from the next largest available stack.
If placing your offices fills every city in a region, take a tile off the stack for that region. For instance, here, I would end up taking this tile, placing it face down next to me. Regions can be composed of either a single province, as with a very large central baron, or 2 smaller provinces like Boheme and Salzburg. The color of the tile indicates which provinces must be filled to collect it. You may only take a tile from each region stack once. The final stack, that is above the Baden province, is awarded when you place an office in all the outlying provinces. Baron is the only province that is not required to collect this tile. Alright, so we're going to play through a game of Thurn Taxis and try talking through some of the things that are going through our heads as we play.
Alright.
So we drew straws and Dan gets to go first.
So, right off the bat, I've got an interesting choice. Nothing here actually connects. We've got Freiburg and Stuttgart. We've got Lodz and Budweis, which is an important combo if you can pull it off, but that limits my options to needing Pilsen.
And then we got the Passau that's in the range of those
Passau
guys.
and Budweis is close as well, but I am going to take the risk. I'm going to start with Budweis, since that has more options.
Yeah, and remember, you have to take the post office to be able to draw 2 cards for your first turn.
If you don't have...
cards. Oh, Sigmaringen.
And now I have somewhat set up my adversary. But with 2 Stuttgarts out there, I'm going to play it smart and take Siegmringen.
Really?
I am.
Oh.
Well, we're going to be in the green region, it looks like.
Okay. Well, maybe Budweiser will pay off later on for you.
And since I've already used my assistant to get 2 cards, the only thing I can do left on this turn is play Siegmringen.
Alright. Yes, I would have loved to have Sigmaringen. So, I will take Ulm.
Placed by another Lodz.
And Stuttgart. And we're going to start things off in Stuttgart.
So, the interesting thing about loads is it only has one road. It's going to be an important one for getting the every region outside the Barons token up here, but it's also the hardest one to get. And now we've got 2 of the 3 in the deck already out there. And I will start out by taking Stuttgart, so I actually have something I can play this turn.
Okay, and now you have options.
Ooh, and now we've got Basil as well. So I will thank my lucky stars and nab that.
That's not connected for you, though.
Not yet.
Yeah, well...
Oh, you're right. Well, that was dumb. I should have taken Freiburg first.
Yep.
Too late now. Well, here's Stuttgart. Doesn't matter which side, because it's only a doozy.
See, I am sorely tempted to try finishing a run as soon as I can. So I've got Stuttgart down there. I will take Kempten and then see what else I get, because that at least connects.
Placement is Zurich, down here.
I'm tempted to take Freiburg, but no, I will take Zurich. And be smart about it. Take the one that I actually can use. And alright.
Fair enough.
I will play Ulm.
And I am going to go ahead and only take 1 card this turn. Freiburg. And use... No, what's his name again? The double play guy.
The Postal Carrier.
Postal Carrier, yes. I shall use the Postal Carrier to add from Sigmaringen, Freiburg, and Basel.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Then score 4. So, thankfully they're all in different regions, so my choice is easy. I'm going to just put an office on everything. Had I doubled up a color, I would have had to make a choice. But right now...
And you also get your carriage.
My 3 carriage, despite being a 4 route. Because, well, you have to upgrade one at a time.
Well... Since that didn't leave me with much, I will go ahead and start with... I'll take Salzburg.
Just to be mean?
It's because the potential's out there. And then I'm going to follow the suit and use the Postal Carrier and drop Kempten and Zurich. And in this case, I have Stuttgart and Ulm, so I have to choose from them. So I will go Ulm because it's closer to the other ones I'm playing.
You also would have had the option to do both of the light greens, but it would have been fewer offices.
Yeah. I almost always go for the diversity. So I discard those, and it's back to you, Dan. Oh, I get my carriage, too.
Yes.
Play continues until the game end is triggered, which again is either someone playing their final office or getting their value 7 carriage. Thanks for watching. If you have questions or comments, please email us at info@objectofthegame. For more videos, visit our website at Object of the Game. Note that's objectofthega.me. Thanks.